Hello, today we're going to be reading pages 8 and 9 of Exploring Kentucky's Mighty Oaks. Oaks in Kentucky. In the fall, you might hear the soft pitter-patter as acorns fall on the roof of your house. You might have even had the unpleasant experience of being hit by one. These little assailants are the future generation of oak trees and are just looking for a spot to call their own. Remember, from tiny acorns do mighty oak trees grow. These tiny acorns not only create the mighty oak, but serve as food for over 100 wildlife species, including deer, wild turkeys, blue jays, and other such critters. In autumn and winter, acorns are a much sought-after food source for these animals. Acorns are one of the most vital food sources for wildlife. Acorns come in two basic types, red and white, which is dependent on the type of oak tree they come from. There are about 20 different oak species that are native to Kentucky, including the white oak, southern red oak, black oak, and chestnut oak. White oak trees have leaves with rounded lobes and drop acorns every year. Red oak trees have pointed lobes and drop acorns every other year. Different oak trees mean different types of acorns. Red acorns will have higher carbohydrate content and more tannin, higher fat, and higher fiber than the white oak trees. However, even though red acorns have higher nutritional value, they also have a bitter taste, which makes them less palatable to the wildlife. So just like humans would rather have an apple than a lemon, wildlife prefer white acorns to red oak acorns. Red acorns also take longer to germinate in the soil. So when white acorns are no longer available as a food source, wildlife can turn to the red acorns that can persist in the soil bed for months. White acorns may be the preferred food source, but just because red acorns can survive in the soil for months, red acorns are just as vital to the survival of wildlife in the winter months. Did you know a single oak tree can produce thousands of acorns in a season? Plants and animals typically have two strategies to make sure that they produce enough offspring to keep the species going: mature fast or mature slowly. Maturing fast means producing a lot of offspring fast and they die soon, much like rabbits. Maturing slowly means producing fewer offspring but living long. Long life does normally mean fewer offspring. Oak trees can live for centuries, and even though they can produce thousands of acorns in a season, oaks don't have a high reproductive success rate. This is related to all those animals feeding on the acorns. Oaks are not the only nut-producing tree. Pecans, walnuts, and other nuts belong to the mast food group. Studies of mast abundance in wildlife can help predict how well species such as deer will do in a year. Of course, acorns are not the only benefit oaks give to wildlife survival. Oaks also offer shade and shelter. The leaves and twigs can be used for building nests and even for eating. Oaks also provide us with oxygen and help absorb carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. Here in Kentucky, oaks are also an important part of our economy, contributing over $160 million in exports and thousands of jobs in forestry. So the next time you pass a mighty oak, you might just want to give it a hug for all the hard work that it does for wildlife and for us. And the 4 pictures here are magnificent oak trees found throughout Kentucky.